I canceled the entire vacation when I found out that my stepdaughters deliberately hid my daughter's passport to get her to stay home. My husband Rick and I had been planning this trip to Greece for months. It was supposed to be our first big family vacation together since we got married 2 years ago. His daughters Emma and Chloe are 16 and 14, and my daughter Zoe just turned 13. I thought this would be perfect bonding time, you know? Wrong. The night before we were supposed to leave, Zoe was freaking out because she couldn't find her passport anywhere. We tore the house apart looking for it. I'm talking couch cushions, laundry baskets, even checked the freezer because sometimes people put important documents in weird places. Nothing. Zoe was crying because she thought she lost it and ruined everything. Rick was getting frustrated because our flight was at 6 in the morning and we still had to pack. He kept saying maybe we should just leave without her and she could join us later. That made Zoe cry harder, and honestly, it pissed me off that he'd even suggest leaving my kid behind. Emma, his older daughter, was being all helpful, saying things like, "Don't worry, we'll find it," while she was scrolling through her phone. Chloe was just sitting there painting her nails like nothing was happening. Looking back, I should have noticed how calm they both were. At around midnight, I gave up and told everyone to go to bed. I figured we'd have to cancel or postpone the whole thing. Rick was mad because we'd already paid for everything and couldn't get refunds. I felt terrible because Zoe was blaming herself, and I could tell she thought his daughters were probably happy she couldn't come. The next morning, I was making coffee and trying to figure out how to explain to the travel agent that we needed to cancel when I heard giggling from upstairs. I went up to tell the girls breakfast was ready, and I heard Emma say something like, "She's probably never even been on a plane before anyway." Then Chloe said, "Mom's going to be so mad when she finds out we have to stay home because of her kid." But the thing that made my blood boil was when Emma said, "Good thing I hid it somewhere she'll never look." I stood outside their door for a minute, making sure I heard right. Then I barged in. Emma was holding Zoe's passport, waving it around like it was some kind of trophy. When they saw me, Chloe's face went white, but Emma just stared at me like I was the one in trouble. I grabbed the passport and asked where they found it. Emma rolled her eyes and said she found it in her backpack. But then Chloe, who's terrible at lying, blurted out that Emma had taken it from Zoe's room 3 days ago. She immediately covered her mouth like she realized she messed up. I asked Emma why she would do something like that. She crossed her arms and said she didn't think Zoe should come because she's not really family, and it was supposed to be their vacation with their dad. She said I was always trying to force them to include Zoe in everything, and they were tired of it. I was so angry I could barely speak. I went downstairs and told Rick what happened. He said there had to be some misunderstanding, that his daughters wouldn't do something that cruel. So I called them down and asked Emma to tell her dad what she told me. She got all quiet and tried to backtrack, saying it was just a joke and she was going to give it back. Rick asked why she would joke about something like that, and she started crying, saying she didn't want to share him with them, referring to me and Zoe. Chloe started crying too, saying it was Emma's idea, but she went along with it because she wanted their dad to themselves for once. Rick looked like someone had punched him in the stomach. He kept asking if this was really how they felt. Here's the thing that really got me. Instead of being sorry for what they put Zoe through, Emma said she didn't understand why everyone was making such a big deal about it. She said we could still go on the trip now that we had the passport back. That's when I lost it. I told Rick I wasn't going anywhere with his daughters after what they did. I said if they thought excluding my daughter was okay, then they could see how it felt to be left out. I canceled the entire vacation right there on the phone with the travel agent.